All right, welcome back to another containerization crash. Welcome back to another containerization crash course video. My name is Jeff Krakenberg, and today we are going to be looking at setting up a pre-built or pre-configured container. And because I know about 7 of the 13 people that'll probably watch this video are in the realm of IT, cybersecurity, or training to be in that realm, I am going to focus on Damn Vulnerable Web App, or DVWA. And so let's go ahead and just get that pulled in really quick. First, make sure I'm in my terminal, and we'll do docker pull space vulnerables /DVWA, so we're calling to a repository and then a specific, but if you aren't sure where you can find this, you could just do docker search DVWA, and we'll see there is actually a ton of stuff in here. Fortinet demo, baking soda, there's a lot in here, but do we have anything that is like, yeah, these all look like just regular names. So a lot of people, I personally use the Docker vuln, the vulnerables / and for that one it is actually web dvwa. I'm bad at typing, and so we'll talk about what this is in a second, but let's let my system pull down those images. Alright, so now we have our image pulled down. We can double check it with Docker images. My apologies. And so now we have that vulnerables. The reason why I like using this one is that it comes from a relatively trusted source, and it's got a lot of the pre-configurations or backend stuff already taken into consideration. So we can just docker run. We're going to do --rm this time, and then -it -p for port, and add in 80:80 so that we're saying what port or pathway can we access this from. And then we need to specify that it is the vulnerables web DVWA. And so this is going to create the container based on the image of web DVWA, leave us the path of port 80 to get there, or HTTP. It's still going to run it, but then it is also going to -rm or auto remove. If you guys remember in the last video, I showed you guys how to remove in bulk as well as to remove individual containers. This would be a way that you don't have to worry about that disk management. It's already going to be taken care of for you. So let's go ahead and run that. So now we've got our access log. If I go ahead and pull up my Firefox browser, and we just need to route to ourselves, so I'll do localhost /setup.php. This is the DVWA, or Damn Vulnerable Web App database setup. It gives you the credentials to get started, but what you need to do is clear and reset the database to get going, and then log in. And now we have a ton of challenges that we could go through. So if you're interested in learning web application security, you can use this site to do that. This is going to be only on your machine, right? So if you want to work with this web application directly, you do it through localhost on port 80. If you want to look at using some other tools to poke at this app, you could do that locally through your machine, again, using port 80 and or the container information. But this is a fully functioning application with all of this information inside of it, locally to my computer now, right? It's got facts, it's got change logs. If we go down here to the security, we could change it when you're getting a little bit better, I would say, right? So right now we're at low. We could move it up to medium to have bad security practices instead of no security, high to have harder or alternative bad practices, and then impossible to be secure against all vulnerabilities. Right, so that's kind of funny to me that they have an impossible version. I would wager a guess that it's not impossible, but I haven't used DVWA to that extent because I always get bored. But with that being said, that is our container up and running. You'll go back to your terminal and you'll see all of this access because we were looking at that access log. If I go ahead and Control C, it is going to try and close it gracefully. So if I PS, I've got nothing. If I PSA, I've also got nothing because in our original command we included the --rm. So that is an overview and walkthrough of how to pull down and run and then access custom web apps that somebody else built on your Docker. So thank you for being here.